Hey everybody, and welcome back to a new episode where we're going to explore doors. To start off with, we're going to look at just opening a door with E in a single player environment. And just to show you what will happen when we do it is if we'll just come up to this, we'll press E, and the door will open. Okay, and if you press E again, the door will shut, and you can walk in through and past it, okay, and it'll give you access to new areas. So let's come out of that. We're going to start, so obviously make sure you've got yourself a little door. I've just pulled this off from one of my other projects, so it's nothing fancy. I've literally just made this in Blender in probably sort of 10 minutes. It's just a flat rectangle and I've cut these sort of holes out, and you can put glass in there, whatever. And I've made the door handle, which we've done in previous projects anyway. So all you need to do is right click, create blueprint class, create an actor class. I'll just call this toot door underscore. I always put underscore blueprint so I know what I'm actually looking at. What you're going to want is to add a component and add a static mesh. Again, just come onto here and find the door that you made. Mine's called cottage door. Here it is. Lovely stuff. You also want to add a component, and you want to add a box collision. There it is. Drag it up and expand it so it fits the volume of your door. You also want to make sure it comes out quite a bit frontways and backways so that your player can actually get inside and press E. So that's that. The next thing we want to do is just compile that and come to our event graph, get rid of all of that, delete, click on our box, and I think we've done this before in previous ones, but just grab your begin overlap and your end overlap. There we go. And on here, all you want to do is have enable input, like so. And on this one you want to have disable input. You want to pull out here and get your player, or if you spell it right, player controller, and just have that hook up to both of these, like so. And that's basically all you need for the actual box itself. But what we also want to do now is actually use that input. So for this one, we're just going to go for input key E. If you scroll up, it should be there somewhere. There it is, key E. We also want to create a variable. Just call this door closed. Drag it out, and we'll create a branch like so. Hook up the pressed to it, and then we want to use two of these set variables for the door closed. Leave the bottom one blank and leave the bottom one ticked. Basically what this is asking is, it's saying, is the door closed? And it goes true, the door is closed. Then what we want to do is we want to open it, so it's like, okay, open door now. And then by having that one ticked, it's saying, okay, is the door closed? False, it's not closed. Then we're setting that to true, so we want the door to be closed. Okay, it's a bit confusing, I know, but trust me, it works. Add timeline. Oh god, I don't want to click everything. So it already hooks up to play. We just want to hook this one up to reverse. So what I'll do is whatever we set up in here, it will reverse that out. Then what we want to do is open this up. Yep, we do. Create a float track. Name this open/close door. Just so when you come back in here, you know exactly what that does. The way we're going to set this up is we need to mess around with the figures. So instead of having it go to 0 to 90, what we're going to have it do is go 180 to 90. So we want that to start off at 180. It's just the direction we're facing. You'll find that if you were to rotate it again, you'd have to change the figures to fit the new direction anyway. So set that on to 90, and we want it to sort of sit around about 2 seconds, like so. So that's 2 seconds as well. Okay, that's so there we go. You can now see that's going from 180 to 90. Create that. Let's probably drag it into the world now. It should be fine. As you can see, it's facing the wrong way, so this would typically be set up at probably 90 to 180. It would be the other way around, but we'll just rotate it like so. So it starts at 180. So that first figure, sorry, is what you're looking at there, and that second figure is where you're looking for it to end, right? So if I was just to quickly, just for argument's sake, grab that and have it rotate to backwards to where we want it to be, it kind of ends around about 90, yeah. So that's what that's looking at, just so you guys know where I'm getting those figures from. Pull that back, line it up a bit better than I have. Oh, I don't know where I'm going wrong there. Oh, it doesn't matter too much, as long as the door opens right. Okay, so the door's in the world now, so that's fine. Come back to your blueprint, close that down because that should be fine now. And then we want to update world rotation, and we want to set world rotation, sorry, and then we want to click on the static mesh because that's what we're trying to affect. It'll automatically bring out your static mesh thing, so that's fine. And then from here we just want to make a rotator like so. Drag that out over there, drag that over there, and whack that into your Z because that's what we're affecting again, and just put that return value into the new rotation. And what that'll do is every time you run this, it'll fire that into here, it'll work out where your Z needs to be, and it'll tell the static mesh what to do essentially. So compile that, sorry. Go back into your world, click on this enter button, and just go up to this, press E, and voila, the door opens and you can head on in. You can even shut it behind you if you want to, because we've obviously made the box big enough, and you can come back, reopen it as many times as you like. This will only work on a single player video game, so it's a lot more complicated to add it into a multiplayer, but we will cover that at some point. But for our first Doors episode, we're just looking at pressing E. In the next one, we'll look at how to sort of slide it. So, you know, if you're thinking of making something like a sci-fi game, you can literally just walk up to the door and the door will open for you. You can also make it so that you press E, but obviously I also find it's really cool if you're running around in a sci-fi environment and it actually just slides automatically. I also think that looks a bit cooler. But we'll look at sliding doors, and then we'll look at something like pressing a keypad that will open the door. We'll also look at having to have a key card in order to open the door as well. So there's a few episodes coming up there just to keep you in mind, and then we'll look at sort of like the multiplayer side of things and how we can implement that so that it works for everybody on a client side. But thank you so much guys for watching. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, and I will see you on the next episode.